Welcome to part 2 of Overcoming Low Self-Esteem. Today, we will be discussing on the causes of low self-esteem, effect of low self-esteem and ways to improve low self-esteem. If you are new here, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you. What are the causes of low self-esteem? 1. Unhappy childhood. An unhappy childhood can be a cause of low self-esteem. Self-esteem is developed during a young age and is based on the messages children receive from important people in their lives. When children feel loved and supported, they are more likely to have high self-esteem. However, if they receive frequent criticism, feel unsupported, or are neglected, their self-esteem may suffer. Some examples of an unhappy childhood that can lead to low self-esteem include critical parents or teachers. Critical parenting can have a lasting negative effect on a child's self-esteem. Children who experience constant criticism from their parents may feel inadequate, like they're never good enough, and doubt their decisions. This can lead to a cycle of self-esteem issues and a need for validation that can continue into adulthood. Poor academic performance. When students fail in school, they may receive negative feedback and feel less confident in their abilities. This can make them less motivated to try difficult things. Some students base their self-worth on their academic success, and these type of students are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. Childhood trauma. This can include sexual or physical abuse, disasters, severe illness, or bereavement. These experiences can send a message to a child that the world is not safe and nothing can be trusted. Emotional neglect. When parents or caregivers ignore their child's feelings, they may receive the message that their feelings are inferior or flawed. Harsh punishment. Disciplining a child through harsh punishment can cause emotional and/or physical injuries to a child. Punishment for misbehavior does not lead to lasting changes. Verbal punishment such as shaming or criticizing a child can hurt a child's self-esteem. Bullying. Being a victim of bullying can have significant negative consequences on a child or teen's self-esteem because of their strong desire to be accepted by peers. 2. Disapproval from authority figures. When authority figures are disapproving or uninvolved, it can cause negative feelings. A parent that says things such as, "You are not good enough," can harm your self-image. A parent or an authority figure that is constantly criticizing you can make it hard to develop confidence. 3. Guilt. Low self-esteem is frequently accompanied by feelings of shame, guilt, and chronic self-doubt alongside fear of failure and humiliation, leading to unexplained and persistent vague unhappiness. Worries that your faults could be exposed plus fear of ridicule and rejection lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. 4. Perfectionism. Perfectionists often experience frustration, shame, disappointment, and self-blame when those expectations are not met. Additionally, perfectionism can cause frequent negative thoughts, worry, and self-doubt. 5. Poverty. People living in poverty often experience low self-esteem. Being unable to afford food and other essentials can make people feel that they are failures. They may internalize negative stereotypes that they must be poor because they are incompetent and deeply flawed as people. This low self-esteem can lead to a lack of confidence and a sense of hopelessness. 6. Ongoing medical problem. Impact on people's self-esteem as they experience such things as pain, discomfort, changes in appearance, and a loss of control over their own bodies. Effect of low self-esteem. Low self-esteem can reduce the quality of a person's life in many different ways, including have difficulty with relationships, feeling sad, depressed, anxious, ashamed, angry, or worthless, have low motivation, struggle to cope with difficulties in your life, feel insecure, avoid activities where they may be judged by other people, use alcohol or drugs to feel better or to fit in, have poor body image, and engage in sexual activity earlier than their peers.
How can I improve my self-esteem? Having low self-esteem in one way or the other have deprived the person of an opportunity. There are places you should have been that you are not because of lack of self-esteem. Improving one's low self-esteem is not something that is done a day, rather with everyday continuous effort. Most people find these ideas useful, but remember that different things work for different people at different times. Only try what you feel comfortable with. Ways of improving low self-esteem are: 1. Be kind to yourself. 2. Try to recognize positive traits. 3. Build a support network. 4. Set yourself a challenge. 5. Look after yourself. 6. Forget the past, forgive yourself, make restitution. 1. Be kind to yourself. Get to know yourself. For example, what makes you happy and what you value in life. You might find it helpful to write this in a journal. Try to challenge unkind thoughts about yourself. Every time you criticize yourself, stop and look for objective evidence that the criticism is true. If you feel you can't be objective, then you ask a friend for their opinion. Then you will realize that most of the negative self-talk is unfounded. You might automatically put yourself down. If you find yourself doing this, it can help to ask, would I talk to a friend in this way? Say positive things to yourself. Some people like to do this in front of a mirror. It can feel strange at first, but you may feel more comfortable the more you do it. You can also buy for yourself a set of inspirational cards and start each day reading out a new card and carrying the card's message in your mind. Practice saying no. Being assertive can be difficult if you're not used to it. But agreeing to too many things to please others can be draining. It could help to pause, take a breath and think about how you feel before agreeing to do something you don't want to. And also learn to communicate your needs, wants, feelings, beliefs and opinions to others in a polite, direct and honest manner. Try to avoid comparing yourself to others. Recognize that everyone is different and special, and that every human life has value in its own right. Make effort to accept yourself. For example, it might help to limit how much time you spend on social media or online communities. What other people often choose to share about their lives isn't always the full picture. Do something nice for yourself. For example, making your favorite meal or scheduling enjoyable events and activities. Treat yourself as you would to your best friend. Be supportive, kind and understanding. Don't be hard on yourself when you make a mistake. Stop doubt and worry. Worry is simply fretting about the future. Accept that you can't see or change the future and try to keep your thoughts in the here and now. 2. Try to recognize positive traits. Celebrate your successes. No matter how small they may seem, take time to praise yourself. Don't dismiss your achievement as dumb luck. For example, this could be getting outside for a walk or doing some tidying. Accept compliments. Don't brush off compliments. You could save them up to look over when you're feeling low or doubting yourself. Appreciate your special qualities. Remind yourself of your good points every day. Write a list of things you like about yourself and refer to it often. For example, this could be a skill that you've learned or something you do to help other people. 3. Build a support network. Talk to someone you trust. Having someone listen to you and show they care can help. If you aren't able to open up to someone close to you, you could call a helpline to speak to someone anonymously. Focus on positive relationships. It might feel difficult to control who you spend time with. But where possible, it can help to spend more time with people who make you feel good about yourself. Try peer support. Making connections with people who have similar or shared experiences can help. Try talking therapy. Talking therapies can help with building self-esteem. They can also help you find ways to cope with experience that affects how you feel about yourself. Sign up for a self-help program. 4. Set yourself a challenge. Try volunteering. You might decide to volunteer your time for something you feel passionate about. Set small goals. This could help things feel more manageable and give you a greater sense of achievement. Learn something new. For example, this could be trying a new hobby or creative activity, or taking time to read a book about a new subject. 5. Look after yourself. Try to get enough sleep. Getting too little or too much sleep can have a negative impact on how you feel. Think about your diet. Eating regularly and keeping your blood sugar stable can make a difference to your mood and energy levels. Exercise. It is such a good boost to the brain for all kinds of things, but especially combating depression and helping you to feel good. Targets need to be step by step, such as starting with a walk round the block once a day, enrolling at a local gym class, or going for a swim. Being active can help your mental well-being. This may include helping to improve your self-esteem. Spend time outside. Being in green space can often help how you feel. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Try to avoid recreational drugs and alcohol. You might want to use recreational drugs or alcohol to cope with difficult feelings about yourself. But in the long run, they can make you feel worse and can prevent you from dealing with underlying problems. 6. Make restitution. Forgive yourself and forget the past. Make restitution of any guilt that you are carrying to the person involved. Concentrate on living in the here and now, rather than reliving old hurts and disappointments. If you got value from this class, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. I love you guys.